Hi everyone, today I will present my research proposal regarding foster the cultural competence of international students in the United States through an open online transition program. And so first, I will introduce the general background regarding this project. The first is the challenge of international students in the United States. In last 10 years, we saw a remarkable increase in the total number of international students studying in the United States. Until 2015, there are around 970,000 registered international students across all college and universities in the United States, especially 300,000 of them are new enrollments to those schools. And as long as more international students come, how difficult students deal with the new culture and new environment gain more attention. Actually, it's really common for new international students to go through the culture shock at the beginning of the semester. They feel very hard to adopt the new conditions and school cultures which are stranger to them, and students are more likely to get lost in the transition since fail to understanding those new cultural perspectives. And those challenge experience that international students have may result in oxidative stress that trigger negative feelings such as depression, anxiety, insecurity, and loneliness, which in turn slow down the process of adoption and impact on their academic performance accordingly. So actually, researchers already make many recommendations from a social cultural perspectives for international students to relieve the agriculture stress by participating more on-campus activities or making some American friends. Like students know those recommendations, but they feel hard to do it and they didn't know how to do it. So furthermore, some scholars proposed the challenge of international students have are fundamentally due to the lack of cultural competence. And cultural competence is broadly defined as their basic capabilities to survive in a new culture, and it entails the acquisition and maintenance of required culture-specific skills to perform effectively in new cultural settings and also interact effectively with people from different cultural backgrounds. So the ability to be cultural competence is essential in enhance their understanding and improving relationships across cultures. And also, I realized the open educational resource play an important role for international students to study cultures and achieve cultural competence. OER is an existing educational support system, and it could provide teaching and learning resources for the educators and students who are from different countries to promote their cultures and academic knowledge. And different OERs are easily to be generated and shared on the internet, but they may be difficult to be found or accessed by learners from certain locations. So I would like to use my expertise to filter a ton of the existing resource and based on the criteria I have. So basically, the purpose of this study is to investigate what it is like for an online transition program that leverage OER to foster the cultural competence of international students in the United States. And the significance of this study is like it's kind of the first try to design an online transition program that leverage open educational resource to foster the cultural competence of international students. And I hope this project could be useful for the international students who tend to study abroad, or maybe it could be accepted by the educators, teachers, stakeholders, and the researchers who are creating a study abroad experience for international students in different countries. And my research questions are those three, and how do international students perceive the use of OER in their acculturation process, and how do international students foster their cultural competence through the OER, and what is like for an effective open online transition program. So based on the research questions, I conducted surveys and interviews with a few of international students, new international students who just came to United States, and they share their challenge and what topic they're interested in, and they reviewed the website, and they gave me suggestions and like which topic is most useful and which topic is useless, and what they would like to know more. So based on the survey and interviews, I changed my artifacts accordingly. And this is my artifacts. I just give an overview of this website, and basically I provide different resources for international students to prepare better before they come to United States, and they could know their academic resources and other resources in terms of immigration resources, and how to find a job or job application, those kind of relevant resources, and UG resources regarding the campus and the typical day, and UG library, those general resources, and also the cultural knowledge resources. Actually, I changed a lot on this page, and based on their survey, and also I adopted these models from scholars, and this is a model of transformative process, and how students transform their cultural knowledge from the beginning to the end, and confirm a new belief and expectation. So basically, through the process, they learn how to respect other cultures and how to adopt in a new culture. And the change of my artifact is based on the survey. I change some resources based on the recommendation and the request, and also I enter some practices, and after each resources, like practice 1 and practice 2. So after students review the resources and know their basic knowledge about culture shock, and they can click the practice 1 to do a practice, which is a video, and during the video they are required to ask questions and reflect their believed or South and compare their behavior or their decisions with Native Americans and see the different, and also they should reflect their behavior and beliefs at the end of these videos. So through this project they may learn their new cultures and reflect their belief, and then how to respect and collaborate with people from different countries, and also the students who have different backgrounds. So these are my project and my artifacts. Thank you and have a great summer.